We welcome you to Edward C. Hurd Gymnasium for professional basketball between the PD Vipers coming from South Carolina, a record of 10 wins, 5 losses. They're in second place in the East Division of the Premier Basketball League. They will take on your Lima Express. 5-9 on the season, been battling through some injuries, as some of the players will attest to throughout the game. Catch up with a couple of the players and also the general manager, Lewis Shine, and owner of this Lima Express team alongside Matt Finkel. My name is Andy Lynch. Let's set our starters first for the Larry Brown coached PD Vipers. It's different Larry Brown than perhaps you're familiar with. Number 5 is Tim Ware, 13 points a game. Number 7 for the Vipers, James Helton. He's the guy. He's the one that you'll want to watch and that the Express are going to try and shut down. 22 points a game. That is 8th in the league. Also very good at rebounding. Number 8, Noel Johnson, has a father who played at Wichita State, if you remember Cheese Johnson. Number 4 is Cameron Butler, 6.4 points a game. And 23, Adrian Forbes, second in the Premier Basketball League in rebounding, 10 a game, 10 points a game, and ranks second in the league in blocks with 34. For the Lima Express, number 22, Antonio Tyree, out of Ohio State and Lima, 6'5", 192. 23 is Bryant Austin, and what a season he has had. The former UNOH racer played for the Fort Wayne Mad Ants last year. He will jump center. Number 23, 6'6", 215. Third in the league in scoring, 23 a game, 10 rebounds a game, third in the league, 6 assists per game. A very nice player, and he starts off shooting right away. Alex Jacobson's number 30, the 7-footer out of Arizona. Kyle Meyer from Ohio Northern and Columbus Grove, number 34. He's 6'6", 215. And Kyle Gillette, number 45, the former UNOH racer. Johnny Elliott, another racer, also on this team, who is getting ready to graduate as well. So a rebound there for the team in white, who is the PD Vipers, the Express wearing red. Matt Finkel.
Excited to bring you this game here tonight. Both teams coming on riding some losing streaks. 4 games for the Express, 3 for the Vipers. So one of those will end here tonight.
And then the Vipers got off to such that great start. They're competing for a playoff spot, sitting second in the league. We'll talk more about the league standings as Gillette spots up for that long one, and he gets it to go.
You'll notice we're playing with the blue lines on the court tonight, the extended three-point line.
That's right. And the shot clock, 20 seconds on each baseline, so keep an eye out for those at the bottom, not, of course, attached to the hoop with no high school three-point arc. 9 to shoot. Nice drive and score by Cameron Butler. 6 points a game as he delivers. Little full-court defense here, trapping in the corners. 1-2-2. Meyer, good kick out. Gillette, can he get 2 threes? That one's in and out. And Lucas has to head for cover. It'll go to the Vipers out of the South Carolina region, Florence. They play in the Florence Convention Center. And kind of a similar landscape to Lima. It used to be a big train depot and also a big pharmaceutical area right now, similar to just east of here, the school at Ohio Northern. Little dribble drive. Nice contested shot by Alex Jacobson. And here come the Express. Austin's had such a fine year. Gillette's wide open on the other side of the baseline. Express lead by 3.
Gillette averaging 13 points a game. He's a 31% three-point shooter. And we saw him take 2 so far here tonight.
I know Chris Adams didn't let him take a whole lot of threes. I remember some 16-footers at UNOH, but not a lot of those long ones as he's spotting up in the corner. That is out of bounds to the Express.
It seems that he's extending his range here on the Express.
And these guys came out and were working on their shot an hour before. They get a few practices in each week here at LCC. Mark Shine says he's seen them over at the YMCA as well, working out. Lots of injuries this year for the Express as that is put up and in. Tim Ware.
13 points a game for Ware. And it's a 1-point lead.
Nice steal. Do they have numbers? They'll kick out. 2-pointer's good. Give that one to Noel Johnson. And first lead of the game for the visitors from South Carolina. Gillette almost gets it taken away. He loves that 3 ball.
And that one's pure.
Kyle Gillette starting the game with 8 points, all 8 of the Lima Express points.
That's his 32nd triple of the season.
Express coached by Mark Anderson out of Adrian College. He's done some, I think he won a junior college national championship, if I remember right. Big slam, Adrian Forbes. Forbes is a Jamaican native, and he plays for general manager Sharon Wright's Jamaican national team as well. Wright is the, I believe, owner of this team. He's in the front row here on our side of the camera. And you remember him at Clemson and in the NBA. That's a nice drive by Austin as Bryant puts it in. First guy not named Kyle, Kyle Gillette to score, I should say.
Bryant out of Indiana Tech.
That's where he was for 2 years, and then with UNOH, I forget the order. I think it was Indiana Tech first, and then he came to UNOH to finish out his years. That one will fall. James Helton, nicknamed the Worm. According to the PD website, he's one of the PBL's most heralded players. Helped lead the Rochester Razor Sharks to the championship game last year, and they'll be our first foul of the game against Bryant Austin.
Foul number 23, Bryant Austin is first, team first.
I think we have a timeout. 7:36 to play. We're tied at 10 here in the first quarter on WOSN. How are things going? Second season of pro basketball for you personally, first year with the Express.
It's going good. Got a lot of good players on our team. It's a really good league, the PBL. So it's been a lot of fun playing in a competitive league and playing with a lot of good players.
How have you seen yourself grow, both basketball-wise and just in life?
Yeah, definitely makes you want to really work hard because you know that there's so many guys. There's playing with the guys that played at Arizona and playing against guys that played at Memphis and a lot of big Division I schools. So it really makes me want to work harder to get better and so that I can be competitive with those guys.
What's been one or two of the highlights for you this season?
I think just knowing that I play against these guys from these big schools and knowing that I can compete with them, and it's been nice to be able to play with these guys and build some chemistry with these guys as well throughout the season.
Welcome back. 10-10's our score here in the first quarter of action in this Premier Basketball League showdown. PD Vipers in white, the road team out of South Carolina. Lima Express in red, same starters on the floor. Later on, we'll see Willie Tisdale, I believe, from Lima Senior High School. Johnny Elliott from UNOH. Cody Henson, another racer. And Anthony Petaway, who had a nice career at Defiance. We might see later on as well.
Nice rebound there by Jacobson, the 7-footer, one of 3 7-footers on the Lima Express roster. You mentioned, Andy, some injuries preventing them from being on the court here tonight.
Right, and another guy that I understand sprained his ankle, Xavier Blunt, who had a great 19-point-per-game average at the start of the season, but as far as I know, he is gone for the year with 3 games left here in the regular season for the Express. There's Jacobson, he'll swing it to Austin, 3-ball. They're looking good from outside, Matt.
They are. They're hitting their shots early on, and they've opened up a 5-point lead here with 6.5 to play in the opening quarter.
And it's a free-flowing game, that's for sure. They scored 115 points in a loss to the Chicago Tide last time out on Sunday. Their low was 83, I believe, and that was 2 times ago against the Indianapolis Diesels. And the Diesels are a pretty good team, 9-5, second place in the division right now.
Yeah, the Express coming into tonight averaging 109 points per game, but allowing 110. That's the issue, and part of the reason their record is 5-9 on the season.
Trying to play through with new players and new rotations with those injuries. The first-year franchise here in the PBL. Nice pass to the corner. Kyle Meyer led Columbus Grove to a state Final Four berth his senior year, 2006, with head coach Troy Schwemley, and then had a great career at Ohio Northern. Trying for the screen and roll. Keeping it is Butler. Forbes, nice little touch there. Adrian Forbes, 10 points a game, 10 rebounds. Express still up 3.
Premier Basketball League divided into 2 divisions, the East and the Midwest. Lima in the Midwest and the PD Vipers in the East. So these 2 teams, obviously their first matchup of the season.
Over the back foul, I believe, on Antonio Tyree. That'll be second team foul. First personal on Tyree. Austin has the other one, and checking in is Anthony Petaway from Defiance College, 6'8", 249. And he was a force in the Heartland Conference a few years back. Born in 1987. So one of the older members of the team. I guess right in the middle. There's Derek Stevens is a 1980 guy. 17.88 points a game. I don't know if we'll see Derek here tonight. Willie Tisdale getting ready to check in as that'll go back to the Vipers. Tisdale, born in 85, went to Cameron. That is in Oklahoma. And was a good Lima senior Spartan. Happy to be playing here at home.
He's 5'9", but he looks a lot shorter.
He was dunking in the pregame.
Compared to the other players on the court right now.
That's true.
But that doesn't mean he can't dunk.
He can get up. He's a foundation player here for the Express. Meyer rotates over. Beautiful shot. The miss, but the follow is good. Tim Ware. He's collected 4 points to lead his team. They're within 1. Deep 3 for Austin. Long rebound pulled down by Alan Michael Thompson for Coach Larry Brown's PD Vipers. Thinks about the skip pass.
That's Shakir Johnson working down low, trying to get the ball. Now does get it on the post.
Tough shot. Look at the rebound by Gillette. Knocked out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Express. Express started out the season with a couple wins over the Erie Hurricane and the Buffalo 7-16ers. Is that right?
That's the 7-16ers.
Ah, it threw me off. Okay. Tisdale can't get it to go. Loose ball. And Petaway gets it out. Nice pass to Meyer. Kyle to Kyle. And the ONU grad connects, teaching at Lima senior in his 4th year with the Spartans. Express keeping that little cushion here in the first quarter.
Kyle Meyer averaging 21 a game for the Express.
Austin will rebound and run. Petaway, nope, corner. Gillette. Kyle Gillette.
His 3rd triple of the game.
And leads all scorers with 11 in the quarter. Gillette averaging 21 a game, 10th in the league, 7 rebounds, 60% field goal shooter. And it'll go the other way. What do we have? Offensive foul. It'll be a timeout for the Lima Express. We will step aside as well. 3:01 to go in the first quarter. 20-14 Express lead on WOSN.
Oh, the season's going pretty good. We've been down and all year, having injuries and stuff like that. So we just fight through the season. We got a few new guys on the team. We just try to work everybody through and finish the season out strong.
What's that like? Guy gets down with injuries, done for the season.
It's tough. It's tough because we can't get a good starting 5. It's always a different game. It's a different 5. So we just trying to work with coach and work with the rest of the teammates and just come out and play hard.
What's been a personal highlight for you this year?
Just the competition, and traveling, being with the guys that you like being around, like Kyle Meyer and Kyle Gillette. I've been playing with them for like 3 years now, so it's just fun.
3:01 left here in our opening quarter, and the Lima Express shooting well, up 20-14, 11 points by Kyle Gillette.
So blackout game here tonight at the Edward C. Hurd Gymnasium. The final game of a 4-game homestand for the Express, and the crowd wearing their black Express t-shirts.
A couple more games to go the rest of the season. Erie Hurricane Sunday, and then the Diesels on Sunday the 6th. Trying that high screen, passing off of it. Good dump down to Shakir Johnson. He'll kick it back out. Drive by Alan Michael Thompson. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Brian Austin. How many does he have already? You can tell why he's 3rd in the league. Pulling down boards. Petaway, blocked out of bounds, not out of bounds. It'll stay in play. Here come the Vipers, 2nd place in their division. Nice transition bucket by Alan Michael Thompson, and that's what we expected with these high scores. Granted, it is 12-minute quarters, but you expect some running.
And the shot clock, of course, forces quick shots at times.
Tisdale the miss. That'll be right to Sharon Wright.
We mentioned the Vipers, 10-5 on the season, struggling of late, though, the 3-game losing streak. So they started out 10-2, and they're just trailing the Rochester Razor Sharks for first place in the East Division. There's not enough games left in this season to catch them for first in the East. We're looking to snap that 3-game skid here against the Express, but the Express with a 4-point lead, coming up on a minute and a half to play in the first quarter.
7 to shoot for the PD Vipers. They got to figure out what they're going to do with it with 3 to shoot. Deep ball by Thompson. He goes long. Petaway the rebound, and then a turnover.
Couple errant passes in a row there.
Brian Austin's going to say hi to some folks in the crowd and then head back over. They will reset the shot clock on the change of possession, and Alan Michael Thompson will trigger it to Arnett Hollis. Austin looking for that screen. Instead, it's a pass. 14 to shoot for the Vipers, wearing white. Big screen there. Shakir Johnson. That's off the mark. Kyle Meyer, the rebound. Austin will pass it ahead to Willie Tisdale. Gives it back to Austin. 55 seconds left in our quarter at the home of the state champion LCC Thunderbirds as Meyer puts it in. He played here in high school.
Nice follow there by Meyer.
6 points for Kyle. 42 seconds left. See if the Vipers try and get off a quick one so they can do the 2-for-1. That is true. And Arnett Hollis first bucket, 33 seconds. 23 on the shot clock, so a 6-second differential.
Here comes the full court pressure, a little broken nicely by Tisdale.
Nice kick. Gillette didn't get that one to go, but he gets the long rebound. Tisdale back it out for one shot. Shot clock is turned off. There it goes. 15 seconds remaining in our quarter. And Kyle Meyer in the high post. Austin on a wing. Trying to use that Meyer screen the other way for Tisdale. He continues to knife through. Nice pass to Petaway. Can't get it to fall. Tip. And we have played one quarter here at Edward C. Hurd Gymnasium in the Premier Basketball League. Lima Express lead 22-18 on WOSN. One quarter in the books here from Lima Central Catholic High School, and good defensive quarter for the Express, only allowing 18 points and up by 4, Matt Finkel.
Yeah, talked about it in that first quarter. Lima Express allowing 110 points per game, but just 18 there, and it's good enough for a 4-point lead. PD struggling a little shooting outside. We'll see if that changes here in the second.
Petaway, the 2.
Nice outside jumper there.
It's his first bucket. And extends the lead back to 6 for the hometown Express. 15 to shoot. Trying to use that pick and roll. He'll take the jumper. Thompson can't get it to go. Look at all those long arms trying to reach for it, and a rebound will bounce out to Michael Edwards, number 12, newly into the contest. Edwards! I thought he was going to dunk it.
It did look like he was getting ready to motion for the dunk. He pulled it down, drew the foul.
He's a pretty good free throw shooter, 82% for the season. That's Petaway's first foul, and I guess they reset the team fouls after each quarter, so that makes sense. First team foul.
Lima Express 2-4 in this gym this season. They've lost 4 straight here too, just like they've lost 4 straight overall.
And they played a lot of games, or were supposed to play a lot of games on Sundays, and we've had all the snow this winter that they've had to postpone and cancel some of them. I think this might have been a postponed game originally. That one falls. 5-point lead for the Express as Willie Tisdale brings it across the stripe. Austin now. This is our last basketball game of the school year. We will bring you track and field, and baseball and softball on WOSN all spring, as that's off the mark. Nice rebound, Cameron Butler. Quickly down the floor, Butler goes coast to coast, cuts the lead to 3. Express have played 7. There's a steal and lay-in. That one goes to Alan Michael Thompson, and we will have a 30-second timeout, or 20-second maybe.
Timeout, Lima Express.
Not sure what
The shorter variety.
That's
so
right. Here in the PBL.
We can discuss now down to a 1-point lead. And the Lima Express 3-0 this year against that East Division. That East Division consists of the Rochester Razor Sharks, the PD Vipers, the Buffalo 716ers, as you mentioned before, Andy, the Lynchburg Titans, and the Erie Hurricane, and that is the order of the standings.
Yeah, Rochester 16-1, as we mentioned, made it to the final game last year in this league. PD is in second, 5 games back. Buffalo on their heels, just 2 games behind PD. Midwest Division has Bloomington unbeaten, 17-0. Indianapolis is second. They're 9-5 are the Diesels. Lake Michigan 6-10, and Lima in 4th, 5-9 here in the Midwest. And I noticed Grand Rapids is adding a team next year, so I'm guessing they'll be added to the Midwest Division. Another relatively short trip for the Express.
Well, we'll see if the East adds a team then too to keep it symmetrical, or
I would hope so.
Midwest could have an extra team.
Austin off the mark. That will glance out of bounds, and it'll go to the PD Vipers with 10:10 to play in our second quarter. Thanks for joining us here on a Lima Express special presentation. Be interesting to see how many of these guys are back next year for the Express. I would think a number of the guys who live here would want to be back. See how things go. And that will not fall. They would have counted it if it did, so 2 shots coming for Shakir Johnson, an 85% free throw shooter. But believe it or not, he's only been in the line 7 times.
I think they actually called that on the floor.
Okay, I guess so.
I think they might have changed down there, but either way, PD will take it out from the sideline.
Petaway gets a rest, as returning to the lineup is Alex Jacobson. Still yet to see Johnny Elliott. And I think that's Cody Henson over there as well, a couple of racers. Great season for UNOH, record-breaking year in the win column.
And another rebound for Austin.
Yeah, he's going to get the double digits here in the first half, you think. Played for the NBA Developmental League, the Fort Wayne Mad Ants last year. You can see that strength. Off the mark. Austin almost takes it away. It's popped up. Kyle Meyer reaches for it.
Great ups there by Alan Michael Thompson to secure that ball for the Vipers against the taller defender. Thompson, the leading scorer for the Vipers, 19 a game.
One of the tops in the league. I think he's 8th. That is going to be a foul. Nice scoop to the hoop by Cameron Butler.
The Vipers here with a chance to take the lead at the 9-minute mark in the second quarter.
Interesting, James Helton's been held. I don't know if he has any points yet. 23 points a game. He's on the bench right now for the PD Vipers. Might be nursing an injury, I'm not sure. Missed there, so team that's shot pretty well from the free throw line, not doing as well here tonight. We've seen a couple misses from the Vipers. And there's another, Jacobson collects it. And Austin wanted an alley-oop there as he was running the floor. Tisdale didn't like the distance and angle. The Express reset with 14 to shoot.
Vipers working in a 2-3 zone here.
Strip and a steal. Numbers 3-on-1. Behind the back and a finish. Michael Edwards puts it in. He's got 3 points. And is that the first lead of the game for the Vipers or second? Might be the second. I think we had one early on, maybe 5-4 or something. See if the Express can answer Tisdale teardrop, similar to Xavier Simpson's teardrop we saw in the state playoffs and all season long for these LCC Thunderbirds that call her home. And now we're seeing some more transition points by the Vipers. They go by 3, 4 points now for Arnett Hollis. Express do a great job involving community groups. There's going to be a youth cheerleading show at the half. Also honoring some school kids, as that is tipped back and in. Willie Tisdale gets his first field goal.
Gillette firing away from deep tonight. That one was in and out, and a nice follow to pick up the 2 points for the Express.
I'm not sure what his numbers are on the season, how many attempts he's made, but he is certainly. Look at the trap by Gillette and Tisdale.
Gillette came into this game 30 of 96 from deep.
So he's not afraid to fire, yeah. 14, 15 games. That'll go. Oh,
Shot clock violation.
First time we've seen that, as the Vipers will have a couple substitutions. James Helton returns, and Tim Ware does as well.
It's been a good year. It's been very busy, more than I can imagine, but it's been a good year, great season. You know, we're not going to the playoffs, but I think it's a good foundation to build on. The PBL is a really solid league and have really a great presence from the league office that really trickles down to each team, so I couldn't ask for more.
What have you learned most this year?
Oh, wow. It's been a number of things that I've learned. You know, I had so much support from the community. But one of the things I learned is just, you know, when you just step out on your dreams, they can come true. I mean, that's the biggest thing. I've learned a lot of in-game things, you know, a step up from the leagues that I've been involved in. There's a lot more game day operation types of things. There's a lot more detail. So I've really been learning how to juggle those things while at the same time trying to, you know, make sure the crowd is pleased and make sure the bills are paid and different things like that. So it's been fun.
You guys love to give back. Different groups come in, different charities you do. Just kind of talk about that and how you intertwine faith with it.
Well, I think community is everything, and I think that, you know, God places you in different cities for a reason. I believe I'm in Lima for a reason, and through sports, I'm just trying to play my part. That's kind of my niche. So I try to use, you know, this team and just my influence in sports to reach out to the community. And I think that sports has a really good. It's a thing that a lot, you know, it's a melting pot. A lot of people love sports, so you can bring a lot of races, a lot of different colors, a lot of different people with religious beliefs into one place. And I think, you know, through that and using sports, you can show the love of God.
Some great insight from the players and the owner of the team, Louis Shine, as we welcome you back to second quarter action with 7:19 to play. Aaron Cross from UNOH watching some of his former teammates here. He has some of those courtside seats. Kyle Meyer down low, and that's going to be a foul against PD. Their first foul of the game, Matt.
Yeah, certainly 7:08 to play in the second quarter. Finally whistled for a foul. That one goes against Arnett Hollis. Obviously his first and the team's first.
That's the way it works.
The pace of play has been a little slower than we anticipated, but this game has moved along. 7:08 here left in the second, and it's a 1-point PD lead.
And they like that zone that kind of morphs based on what the Express are trying to do. Rebound for James Helton. And they will look down the floor quickly. I think PD is a team that likes to run if they can. The Express had made it into that half-court type of game. Gonna have a kick, reset the shot clock, and Express will maintain possession. It's Austin, Jacobson, Tisdale, Meyer, and Gillette out on the floor right now, 4 of the 5 starters. And getting a rest from OSU Lima, Antonio Tyree.
Yeah, I think that's a good point you made before, Andy. If the Express can keep it in a half-court game, that really works in their favor. As Jacobson throws it to no one, turnover Express.
Yeah, he thought Gillette was still in the corner, and they both exchange knowing smiles at one another, just a little bit off the page there. When they've been through so many injuries, it's just tough to get used to new players coming in, new rotations, and when you don't have that depth, you want to play a half-court style. See Kyle Meyer's aggressive defense. There's Austin defending out high, and we're going to have an over-the-back foul, I believe, on Jacobson. He is from Arizona. First foul for the 7-footer.
Team's fourth.
Inbound coming by James Helton.
The Vipers will have 14 to shoot. after the inbound.
Arnett Hollis dividing 3 defenders and gets it to go. Hollis now with I think 6 points.
Nice take by Hollis, splitting the defenders, and then nice touch with the left hand.
Coach Larry Brown yelling out the defense that PD's done so well with here. Jacobson will skip it out. Tisdale at deep 3. Willie delivers. 5 points for Willie Tisdale. We're tied at 29 midway through quarter number 2 here on WOSN. Kyle, Aaron, and Lucas doing a great job giving you some good images. The teardrop off the window goes by Adrian Forbes.
Forbes averaging about 10 a game. Also shoots 60% from the field. A lot of high percentage shots.
Tisdale fire again, a little closer in this time. That's miss. Fight for the rebound. Forbes wins it, and we have a jump ball. There was the held ball. The arrow favoring. I don't see the arrow.
I think that's because they actually jump it up.
Well, how about that? This will be fun. Austin and Gillette both want to jump it now. Gillette's moving out of the center circle, so it'll be Austin. And he will go
against Forbes.
Yeah, Forbes.
So height advantage Forbes.
Forbes gets the hand on it. Here comes a fast break. James Helton ahead. The slam. Cameron Butler. 4-point lead for the visitors.
And you can see how the pace has slightly changed here in the second quarter. It's a 4-point lead for the Express after 1. And now PD has opened up a 4-point lead with 4:51 to play in this first half.
And even kind of a design play off that jump ball to get out in transition. You know the Vipers want to run as Johnny Elliott makes his game debut. Also returning to the lineup for the Express, Antonio Tyree. Kyle Gillette gets a rest, and let's see. 2, 4, who are we missing? I see 3 guys on the bench. Petaway and Gillette. Someone
could be in the locker room.
Yeah, I don't know. Austin's still out there. We still have Elliott. I don't see Tisdale. So Willie Tisdale has left the building, at least momentarily. And you take a look at Johnny Elliott, and you can't see it as well right now, but as you had mentioned how short Tisdale looked, Johnny Elliott was a good-sized guard for the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference, and down against these bigger guys, he doesn't look too big, 6 foot, 170 pounds. I think he hails from North Carolina originally. Second shot coming here for Tim Ware. And this is the largest lead of the night for the PD Vipers, 35-29, 6 points for Ware.
Ware, a 68% free throw shooter.
13 points a game.
Still out of that zone, and a top of the key 3 for Austin Bryant.
And then Austin and Sharon Wright had a little conversation back and forth. I think it was positive. Talking to the former Clemson Tiger. Nice shot. We're starting to see that this team that took the trip from, I don't know if they came from South Carolina or somewhere else, but they are starting to feel their legs and hit some nice jumpers. Kyle Meyer bounce pass, deflected. And Helton comes away with it. Fast breaking again, Tim Ware.
A reverse lay-in for Ware, and now a timeout, Lima.
A full timeout as the Vipers have their largest lead of the night, 39-32. 3:47 left in our opening half of Premier Basketball League fun here on WOSN. A 39-32 lead for the visiting PD Vipers in white. And I think part of the timeout for Coach Anderson was just getting his guys a little bit of a rest. They're only going 7 deep. Elliott was in, so 8 deep, I suppose. And then we also see Tisdale has returned to the bench, has the T-shirt on. So we might see more of Willie here in times to come. 6 to shoot. Austin can't get it to go. Big rebound there by Forbes. And they love transition, as you'd expect. In the PBL, miss there, rebound by Jacobson. Now Austin.
Pushing the pace.
Good defensive play, getting back by the Vipers, but it will stay with the Express. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Petaway gets ready to check back in for the Express. And getting a rest will be Jacobson. Anthony Petaway, 6'8", 249. Out of Defiance College. Nice give and go, almost out of bounds. Shot clock is not started, and now it will start back up. Petaway, right hand, can't get it to go. Tip, no good. And a rebound, Noel Johnson. His father was Cheese Johnson from Wichita State. Played in the NBA, I understand.
PD trying to add to its 7-point lead here, and a 3.
Long 2.
Oh, that's right. I messed up the
Forgot about the blue
there.
line.
Yeah.
4
Used
points.
to high school basketball.
Yep. Largest lead of the night for the Vipers at 9, 41-32. Austin trying to use that Petaway screen. They'll rotate it around. Tyree can't get it to fall. Gillette the rebound. Is Kyle Meyer getting a rest right now? What a rejection, but right to Tyree. A miss again, and we've got 2 guys that are down on the floors. That was a monster block.
A lot of contact underneath.
And Sharon Wright is going to check on his player. The LCC trainer will check on him as well.
Austin is down for the Express.
And only his teammates go to get him. So he's back up, though. And just what Coach Mark Anderson does not want to see, another injury. But we will hope for the best. Adrian Forbes will head over to the bench, puts the jersey over his head. That was as good a block, clean a block as you'll find, Matt.
All ball on that.
Just the way he hit the floor, I think.
Unfortunate to see both of them hit the deck so hard after, but a really good basketball play.
And Austin stays in as he was able to get back up relatively quickly with the help of his teammates. So 2:07 to go till halftime. Johnny Elliott down low, and that's a defensive mismatch. And what do we have, 3 seconds? I believe so. It'll go the other way.
Turnover, PD.
Express would love to put together a little run here before the half.
They actually called defensive 3 seconds, so it sends a Viper to the line.
Okay.
I saw the 3.
James Helton's the man. He knocks it through, a 78% free throw shooter.
With that free throw, the Vipers have outscored the Express 24-10 here in the second quarter.
That's some good math there, Matt.
I had to write it
that
down.
at Syracuse, didn't you?
I did.
And
it wasn't in my head either.
Let's see, what was the math? Statistics?
Statistics.
Yeah, we had to take statistics. I remember
they had a
those days.
calculator for that class.
That's
so.
true. So the officials, I'm not sure what they're trying to figure out here. 2:03 to go in our second quarter. They are looking over towards the bench. And now we'll put it back in play. Inbounding is Cameron Butler.
Under 2 to play now, and PD with just that lone foul this half. We're playing some pretty clean basketball, and they've opened up a 10-point lead.
Tough shot. Gets it. As the shot clock expires, Cameron Butler having a nice quarter. 10 for the game so far to lead his team. They've got a lead by a dozen. Austin fakes it. They've pumped in the music now, trying to get a little home court advantage. Nice steal, Tim Ware. Helton will score.
Nice ball control there by Helton. Let the defender go past him, and then finish with the easy lay-in.
4 timeouts left for the Express. They have 5 team fouls. 6 timeouts remain for the Vipers in white. They have 1 foul, and there is a second, a push.
Austin still seems to be favoring that ankle a little bit, walking gingerly back to take the ball out of bounds now.
And he certainly took a tumble. 1:07 left. 14 to shoot for the Express. Lima looking for their 6th win of the season. PD looking for win number 11. There's another foul. So after a stretch of 1 foul for the PD Vipers, they've committed 2 in a matter of seconds.
Getting foul happy now.
See if that continues.
A little more confusion on the floor now.
3-man officiating crew in the Premier Basketball League. Tisdale swings to Austin. Nice pump fake, trying to drive through that defense. Hand off. Tyree can't get the lefty to go. And pulling down the rebound for the visitors, Noel Johnson. .43 on the game clock, 14 on the shot. Misses. Tip drill is good as James Helton starting to get his points. He's up to 9. The lead is 16 for the Vipers.
Elliott tried to draw the charge there, no whistle.
There's a steal. James Helton, ladies and gentlemen.
That's number 7, James Helton.
Double digits now. He leads all scorers with 11, tied for the lead. Kyle Gillette had 11, I think all in the first quarter. Petaway down low, can't get it. Rebound by PD, 16 seconds left. Shot clock will be turned off, so we'll see if the Vipers chance to go up by 20 into the locker room break after the Express had a 4-point lead after a quarter.
Tremendous second quarter for PD.
Yeah, they've gotten their legs. Tough shot. Johnson can't get it to go. Rebound Austin. As the buzzer sounds, we played a half of basketball here at LCC. 50-32, PD leads the Express on WOSN. Second half action about to begin here at Edward C. Hurd Gymnasium. Matt Finkel and Andy Lynch. It's Premier Basketball League action. A great first quarter for the Lima Express. Led 22-18 after that first stanza. But in the second, the PD Vipers started running, outscored the Express 32-10. And so Kyle Meyer and company will try and come back in the early foul. And that could be a way that the Express get some points and get back into this ball game, keep it a half-court type of atmosphere, as it's Austin, Meyer, Gillette, Jacobson, and Tyree, the 5 starters on the floor for the Express.
And Kyle Gillette leading the way for the Express in that first half with 11. On the other side, James Helton had 11 of his own for the Vipers.
Tim Ware chipping in 10. Also, 8 points for Brian Austin, who's the team's leading scorer for the Express. So a couple free throws by Kyle Meyer. He now has 8 points and the lead down to 16. Express certainly playing hard throughout with a shortened bench because of injury. And that one is out of bounds. It'll go the Express way. So perhaps they can get started here like they did in the first quarter and get this back to single digits.
Good effort by Tim Ware there in the corner, wasn't able to save it. So Express basketball taking it out underneath the hoop.
PD bringing that full court pressure we saw quite a bit in our first half of action.
Close to an over and back there.
Tough shot by Tyree, but he draws the foul. And the official was pointing at the midcourt stripe. Forbes' first foul. 2 team fouls quickly here after a very clean first half. Ryan Shadowald, who's the volunteer statistician for the Lima Express when he's not working elsewhere. Today he was working at the Bluffton Beaver baseball game. And then also for us at TV 44, so didn't get a chance to come by. But he was shocked that we had a first half in the books by 7:45.
Ryan's a busy guy.
He does everything, doesn't he?
He's
Statistician for 7th grade Bath girls basketball, I believe, as well.
You forgot to mention he's a Bluffton University student.
Yeah, and track coach for Bath, the assistant. I think he handles the distance runners. So that one's put down. Well, we're going to bring you track and field action tonight as you watch this on Saturday. But the Waynesfield Goshen Tiger Relay is canceled because of the cold and the wet. So our first spring sports will be next week. Some softball from Minster and Salina. That'll air Wednesday night. And then the next day, you'll catch Elida and Lipsick baseball. And our first track and field meet of the season next Saturday, 10 o'clock on WOSN, as it's the Salina Invitational. 6 WBL schools head to Dan Otten's home turf of Salina. Always a good indicator of how the WBL will be throughout the season, with Wapakoneta, Bath, Defiance, Elida, and St. Mary's all there in Mercer County, as that's off the mark. Nice offensive rebound and score, though. They're hitting the glass. Tim Ware does it again. He has 10. Tyrese, nice dribbling, but it's taken away. Steal by Ware.
Here comes PD running the floor.
Helton the lob and the finish. Cameron Butler did it. 12 points for Butler to lead all scorers. Here's that pressure defense. They're very athletic and good in the open court when they can play transition basketball. 10 seconds, though, so it'll go to the Express.
That pressure affecting Lima there. A turnover.
I'm sorry, it'll go to PD. And we read online, PD is not a town, but it is an area in South Carolina. There's a nice shot. James Helton starting to catch fire. He's got 13 points. The lead is 20.
Foot was on the line there. So a long 2 for Helton. Doing my best not to get my lines mixed up.
Only once in the first half. He did well. Lewis Shine and his staff do such a great job. They put that blue line down. Nice staff of volunteers as Kyle Myers got 4 points in the quarter, 10 for the game. Tyree, the top defender. Brian Austin on a wing with Meyer. Almost a steal by Jacobson. Instead, he's whistled for the foul. It's his second. First team foul. Taken out of bounds. This team is coached by Larry Brown, are the PD Vipers. And Sharon Wright, the former Clemson Tiger. Great player. Lottery pick in the NBA. I think he played for the 76ers for a spell. He is the general manager and I believe owner of this PD Viper team as they have a little huddle. 9:42 left in our third quarter.
When you say Coach Larry Brown, that has such a nice ring to it.
We've heard that a time or two.
Yeah, once or twice.
He's at SMU now, I believe.
His team competing in the NIT tournament.
Yeah, they were upset they didn't make the NCAAs.
We're on the bubble for the big tournament.
That bubble. If you're 68, you have no room to complain. As that drops in, Butler puts it in, beating the shot clock as he has 14 to lead everyone. There's Gillette double teamed and a foul. Third team foul on the visitors wearing white. It's Helton's first. We didn't see much physicality at all in the first quarter or second. And we're seeing quite a bit more here in the third. 4 team fouls combined. Austin fakes the 3. He'll rise up. Misses. Tip. Another tip over the back will be called. I think Jacobson.
Will be on Jacobson. That could be his third.
Yep. Second team foul. So a much slower pace here to start our third quarter.
The Vipers, they score 111 points per game and allow just 95, coming with their 10-5 record. And they, as you can see, have 58 here, coming up on 9 to play in the third.
Tough shot there. Jacobson pulls down the rebound. Austin will look down the floor as Tisdale gets ready to check in for the Express. Nice pass. Tyree will lay it in with the left hand.
Great look there by Bryant.
Antonio's 4th point, a couple field goals. If the Express can just chip away here in the third quarter, get within striking distance in the fourth, we know anything can happen. That shot is way off. Tyree fights for the rebound. Good energy for the OSU Lima player, and now some physicality.
So the refs get in there quick to separate the players.
Looking at the Lima Express schedule rest of the way, they will host Erie on Sunday. So if you're watching this the first air on Saturday, come on out 3 o'clock to Lima Central Catholic for Faith and Family Day. And then also Sunday the 6th, they will finish out the season here against the Indianapolis Diesels on Appreciation Day.
Yeah, this is the second game of a 4-game homestand to end the season for the Express.
And the officials are talking over whether they're going to assess any fouls. I don't know if I guess we had some sort of timeout. You can always go to WOSN.TV and purchase a copy of any broadcast from the past calendar year. $15 gets you a DVD. And a nice keepsake for family and friends. Graduation time coming up. We also can put together highlight packages for $15 per night that the team was on the sports report. So we welcome those as well as Coach Mark Anderson not happy with whatever the officials did decide. Shot clock has not been reset, so still 14 there if it remains possession.
Looks like we've come to a decision and free throws to be had.
He did point the foul line with 8:33 to go.
And
It will be a technical.
Technical.
So James Helton, the 78% free throw shooter, back at the stripe. Fans getting into that one as he misses. And now it should be the Vipers' ball out of bounds, I believe. Seems like a whole lot of confusion by everybody. Or they're going to jump it up maybe. Held ball, jump it up.
They will jump it up. I wasn't sure either what was going on.
So
They continue to sort it out on the court. Refs still talking.
Butler and Brian Austin are in there ready to jump. We remember last time the only other jump ball we had, PD got a transition bucket out of it. And now they're on their end of the floor trying to score. So keep an eye on this.
Austin and Butler. It's won by Butler.
12 to shoot, so they don't reset the shot clock on the jump ball. Helton the drive and slam. Nice quick step to the baseline. 15 points for number 7. Having such a great year.
Creeping up to his average of 23.
Kyle Meyer the drive, pump fake, reverse no good. Austin the rebound. Bryant through a triple team will get fouled with 8:03 to go here in quarter number 3. On our WOSN special presentation, professional basketball in the Premier Basketball League.
Bryant to the line for 2. He's an 83% free throw shooter. Coming into tonight, made 112 of 135 attempts from the stripe.
And just an all-around player. Really has done a nice job over his basketball career. Puts up some good arc there and finishes. So Austin now with 9 points. See that staggered look of his feet at the free throw line, that back foot back and angled to the left. Gets them both to go. He's into double digits, lead down to 18 with 8 minutes left in the third.
Talked a little about this in the first half. The Express have played pretty well against the East Division this year, 3-0. They beat Buffalo, Lynchburg, and Erie.
Nice strong move there once again.
Tim Ware finishes for 2.
A dozen for Ware. There's that trap. It's so difficult with these athletic bodies. Long arms. Express get it across midcourt and then backing off onto the Vipers with 10 to shoot. Jacobson trying to show off some range, and he gets it. First bucket for Jacobson. So teams continue to trade. Express trying to whittle the lead down if they can. Vipers so quick to the hoop, miss. Gillette the rebound. Here comes Willie Tisdale. Quick Willie. Meyer can't handle.
Here comes 2-on-1 the other way.
Butler the lob. Helton, another slam.
Helton up to 17.
He's got 3 jams. Lead back to 20 as that trap in the corner. Tough for Tisdale. Gets it to Gillette in the corner. Meyer, but taken away by PD. They look ahead.
No one is back for Lima.
Butler with authority. Timeout. Lima Express as the lead is now extended to 22. Express inbound with 6:36 to play in quarter number 3. Great first quarter for Lima. Kept it to a half-court game, led 22-18, but it's been all PD since that tough trapping defense. And it's caused some turnovers. Meyer just going to try and jump it up. Nice catch by Tisdale. 9 to shoot. Willie floater, and he gets hammered, and it goes! Willie Tisdale.
Nice runner from the elbow.
Yeah.
A deep runner. Xavier Simpson would appreciate it.
He certainly would.
And a chance for a 3-point play.
So Tisdale, the 5'9", 152-pound guard, played his ball. Cameron in Kentucky gets this one to fall. Leads down to 19. Tisdale now with, he's not on the board, so I'm not sure. Maybe 5.
Feels about right.
Nice high-low. Jacobson, he must have gotten a piece of it. Good decision by the Express not to foul as Helton puts it in. 19 now for James, although neither team in desperate foul trouble.
And a foul. This one will go against Cameron Butler.
I like those officials' uniforms. Those are styling.
Very sharp.
Here in the Premier Basketball League. And is Tisdale shooting here?
Looks like he will go to the line.
I guess 6 fouls, 16 fouls. Guessing that would be the bonus. I didn't get my rule book. I should have searched for a rule book here for the PBL. 4th foul on Cameron Butler, so that could play into things. 16 points. I'm guessing you get 6 before you're disqualified.
That's what I would assume
We'll
as
learn
well.
as we go here in the PBLs. That is knocked home.
We will see for sure.
The and one. That was an and one. How quickly I forget the long teardrop. So 68-49. There are 5 team fouls on the visitors. As we recompose. Almost a takeaway by Austin. Good hustle into the Superior Federal Credit Union banner. 11 to shoot now. As Butler thought about coming back in, and Coach Larry Brown told him to have a seat with those 4 fouls. He was making his way over to check in. James Helton will inbound. As the buzz continues here, the crowd on hand enjoying some PBL action.
Blackout tonight here.
It is.
Edward C.
Plenty
Hare
of black
Gymnasium.
T-shirts that were sold. Tough shot. Didn't beat it, yeah. Shot clock violation, 2nd time. The PD Vipers have been guilty of that. $19-point lead for the visitors, 5:25 remaining in our 3rd quarter. Kyle, Lucas, and Aaron doing a great job filming today. Another teardrop goes.
It's working for Tisdale.
Yeah. He's got 12. So we were underestimating Willie Tisdale.
5 in the last 2 possessions.
Yeah. Stepping up, playing some defense. There's a miss. Nice offensive rebound by Helton. Deep 3.
And that's good.
Michael Edwards.
And I was just going to say the lead was down to 17. It kind of felt like the Express were putting something together, and a 3 for Jones has it back to a 20-point game.
Tisdale's feeling it, misses that one. The rebound by Edwards again. Looking to run. He wants to go coast to coast. Offensive, yeah.
They will call it. Nice play by Austin to get in front, get position, and draw the foul.
And Bryant's been battered tonight as he gets up gingerly once again, and Edwards stretching out as well. I'm not sure who's inbounding here, Petaway or Tisdale standing next to one another. I think Petaway's going to give it up. 4:32 to go. A chance to check out the Express Sunday, the 30th. That's this coming Sunday for those of you watching on Saturday or Sunday morning, I suppose. Nice rebound, Tisdale. 3 o'clock start for Faith and Family Day. And then Sunday the 6th, final home game with the Indianapolis Diesels. That is Fan Appreciation Day, also a 3 o'clock start. Tipped by Austin. PD keeps control. They have 13 on the shot clock. Nice pass. Another big flush. This time, Adrian Forbes. He has 6.
And a nice no-look pass from Ware. And it's the largest lead of the game for PD.
That's going to be a foul. Reaching around by Adrian Forbes. That'll be his 2nd personal, 6th team foul. Vipers with 6 timeouts remaining, 3 left for the homestanding Lima Express in red. And checking in is number 10, Alan Michael Thompson for the Vipers. And I think we have a timeout here, so 3:47 left. It's 73-51, Vipers lead. Anthony Petaway to the line for the Lima Express. Petaway with a couple points here tonight. Can't get the friendly roll there. So second opportunity is coming.
Petaway, a 74% free throw shooter on the season, but just 23 attempts coming into the game.
I think it's 1-2 there. He's got 3. Express with just 3 guys coming off the bench right now with all those injuries, so they can't do a whole lot of full court trapping. Got to save the legs, as that'll be offensive foul against PD, or over the back perhaps.
We'll go against Forbes.
Back in for the Vipers, Shakir Johnson.
And we'll be shooting free throws with the Express.
Oh, wow. 3:32 to go. Austin will step up again. 10 points for Austin. 10 points also for Kyle Meyer at this point. 11 for Kyle Gillette. And leading the Express, Willie Tisdale in his 12.
Available. See this lady right here if you'd like to purchase some.
Nice shot by Austin as he continues that fine free throw shooting. 11 points now. Just noticed Kenny Obi and Mario Dahl, both in street clothes, injured, but on the bench now.
7-3 and 7-2 respectively.
13 to shoot for the Vipers, who lead by 19. Nice crowd here tonight at Lima Central Catholic. 4 to shoot now. Petaway, good defense. They get it off. And it goes. Big shot there. That's Arnett Hollis, who showed a nice second quarter. He now has 8. So anytime the Express get within 18 or so, it seems like the Vipers come right back and score, not allowing the Express to get within striking distance here in the third. One-handed shot won't go, tipped by Meyer, and now transition by the Vipers.
Something they did really well in the second quarter to build that lead they're holding on to right now.
Oh, it's another deep shot. That hits the top of the backboard. It'll go to the Express with 2:25 to play here in quarter number 3. It says it's the 4th quarter on the board.
All right, this is the 3rd quarter, I can assure you.
Okay.
Tisdale trying to
we're
work
up to the
out of a
8th quarter
trap.
now. They're resetting. Okay, 3rd quarter. They must have heard us, Matt. We are being beamed live to the monitors here at LCC, as that is a nice little runner. 14 points now for Austin to lead his team. Out of bounds. Go ahead.
They able to knock it away there. Good defense. He was getting kind of boxed out of his position there by Shakir Johnson, but Petaway recovered nicely and was able to knock it away.
14 seconds on the shot clock. And inbounding will be Allen Michael Thompson. Nice lob there. Petaway will defend. Rebound Gillette. Nearing the end of quarter number 3. Tisdale, he gets fouled. 2 shots coming for Willie Tisdale. Lima senior graduate.
Foul number 12, Mike Jones, his second.
Tisdale hasn't gotten to the line too often this season. Just 15 attempts coming into this game, but he hit 11 of those, so it's good for 74%.
Certainly forcing the issue as the Express want to finish this game and the season strong, get some momentum headed into next year with some of the guys we'll see as Johnny Elliott is on the floor. So it's basically all guys with local connections, 2 UNOH guys, and Elliott and Gillette. We've got the Lima senior product, Tisdale. We've got the Defiance College product, Petaway, and the Columbus Grove and ONU grad, Kyle Meyer, out there for the Express. Lob inside. Tisdale always has a size disadvantage. Look at him fight, though. He's called for the foul with the left hand. Tough to tell from our angle, but love the spunk and the intensity of number 1.
Yeah, he rose to defend Allen Michael Thompson there. And he made up the height, what he's giving up in height. He made up for with that jump to defend.
We down to 17. $1:33 left in our third as that is off the mark. They can get a little 5-0 run, get it down to a dozen.
Yeah, this whole third quarter, when it's gotten to this point, you mentioned it, PD seems to have an answer. This could be a big possession coming up for the Express with 1.5 minutes to play in the third.
Connecting on 1 of 2 now, 5 points for Allen Michael Thompson. Here's that pressure again, Tisdale. Deflected, Meyer does get it. Double teamed in the corner. Tisdale. That trap is just so quick. Nice defense. Oh, the pass. Gillette, though, is blocked.
Just 6 to shoot now.
Meyer's going to have to force it. Rebound. And it will be PD ball. Under a minute for the Vipers. They go inside. Shakir Johnson shakes it home. Lead back up to 20. Nice pump fake. Pet away now. We know Gillette's going to try and knock down the outside shot. Had 11 points in that first quarter. Hasn't scored since. Crossover.
And here's another chance for a 2-for-1 for the Vipers.
15 to shoot. They're content to run that clock. Under 10 now on the shot clock. Butler has had a great game. 16 points, a number of dunks. Gets the rebound, does finally get it to go. 18 points. 21 seconds left. Look at that trapping. They are relentless, the team from South Carolina. There's a block out of bounds with 13.6.
Tisdale very aggressive on the drive for much of this third quarter.
Yeah, he has been. He's done a nice job defensively and on the offensive end. Meyer pump fake. Hand off. Tisdale trigger it with 7. Long rebound. PD with 4. And they're content to go into the fourth quarter with an 80-58 lead over the Lima Express here on WOSN. Start of the fourth quarter, the Express down 80-58 to the PD Vipers. Matt Finkel, Andy Lynch, Kyle, Aaron, and Lucas joining us for the broadcast here tonight. Doing a great job with the video. Pump fake and score and a foul. That was called by the official out by the scores table, interestingly enough.
And a chance for a 3-point play for Noel Johnson, the PD Vipers.
Can I read Noel's bio?
Please.
Noel Johnson has basketball in his blood, it says. He's the son of former Wichita State star Lindbergh Cheese Johnson, who played in the NBA. Johnson was among the top 50 players in his recruiting class and is a McDonald's All-American. His senior year was Georgia's Player of the Year. He was going to sign with USC, transferred to Clemson, then moved to Auburn. They describe him as a do-it-all guard. Thank you to the PD website for that bio.
Well, I enjoyed that. We've seen some nice play out of Johnson here tonight. Playing for the 10-5 Vipers out of Florence, South Carolina.
Little runner won't go. Vipers the rebound. And they are good in open space. Butler the distribution. Finishing is Michael Edwards. They call him Mike Jones. On our roster, it says Michael Edwards.
Mike Jones listed as number 1 on our roster, so it could be a number mix-up.
Yeah.
And a nice lay in there for Kyle Gillette.
13 points now for Gillette. First point since that opening quarter when he was on fire from outside the arc. And that will go up and in.
Seeing great ball control and body control out of the Vipers. Going up and allowing defenders to fly by and then finishing for 2. Foul on the floor.
Mike Jones is called for that one as Johnny Elliott goes to the stripe. Looking for his first points of the night after a fine career at UNOH. That one rims out.
That's a rare miss for Elliott. He's a 94% free throw shooter.
Wow.
Again,
94.
just 16 attempts, but when you hit 15 of 16 coming into this one, you expect him to fall, and the second one does.
He gets his first point here tonight. 10:50 remains in our contest. Premier Basketball League action on WOSN. Pump fake and drive. Now kick out to Butler, who's done everything today. Travel. 3 seconds.
Okay, he stepped out of bounds maybe.
Okay.
I saw the official gesture to the line, so I believe that is the call. We saw a very competitive first quarter here, Andy. The Express had a 4-point lead, but since then, it's been all PD.
Yeah. Even when they were warming up, the Vipers, you could tell they were just getting off the bus or van and, you know, just trying to get their legs about them. And as the second quarter started, we saw more energy and quickness out of the team in white as they will reset with 10 to shoot. Pull-up jumper. Butler can't get it. Rebound Gillette. Here comes Tisdale. Bounce pass taken away.
And no one back again. We saw this earlier in the third. Off glass
That's
and
nice.
the alley-oop.
Mike Jones putting it down. Can I put that in the top 5? I don't know.
I don't see why not.
They're not from our area.
Oh, that was a great play.
It was a great play. Foul there against the visitors, and we have a timeout getting ready to check in. Will be the team's leading scorer for the Express, Bryant Austin. To the line is Anthony Petaway. The Defiance College graduate knocks it home. 4 points there. I was just at Defiance College today meeting with some of the Buckeye Border Conference Fellowship of Christian Athletes folks. Nice coaches Bible study that the Yellow Jackets coaching staff has with Rex Kern up in the northwest part of the state. So Petaway up to 5 points. Look at Tisdale working hard. Willie Tisdale the save right to the visitors. They'll reset the shot clock on a change of possession, but it doesn't matter as the Vipers show off the range. Doesn't matter where they shoot from, Matt. They're hitting from all cylinders.
Yeah, since that second quarter started, much higher percentage from the field, and they've been running here in transition again. They slow it down.
Pump fake. This is Mike Jones. Gets his own rebound. No contact. 19 to shoot. And they'll reset here with 8:59 remaining in our contest.
Vipers trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. Express trying to avoid a 5-game losing streak.
Nice move and a finish there by Cameron Butler, who has 20 to lead all scorers. Pump fake and rotation.
And they continue to press even with a 31-point lead.
Yeah, guess that's what you do. Substitution as Kyle Meyer gets a rest. Back in is Antonio Tyree, 6'5", 192-pound guard. He will be at the top of this defensive scheme. One-on-one here. Rising up as Butler can't get it. Rebound for Austin. Tisdale out in transition. Elliott as well. Austin takes it himself. Rejected. Shakir Johnson.
there.
You can tell Shakir is, that's 26 blocks now for him
And
on the
look
season.
at the other way. Alan Michael Thompson on the dunk and one.
I just saw him hanging on the rim. I was looking at my sheet.
He had just thrown it down and
I
a
believe
foul
you.
as well.
I believe you. 4th foul on Petaway.
And the Vipers closing in on 100 points. They have reached that mark in 10 of their 15 games this season. It's going to be well on their way.
Can certainly see why. Good athleticism. They can shoot. They can drive. And that trapping defense makes it difficult for opponents. 10 points now for Thompson. Tyree and the foul. Nice job by Tyree. 6 points now. As Johnson is whistled for the foul.
Timeout.
It is indeed a timeout, so 7:57 to play here in the 4th. So a great move by Tyree, and he'll try and earn the and one here from Lima Central Catholic. Fans all enjoying tonight. That one goes. 7 points now for Tyree. They'll defend against Noel Johnson, who gives it up. Little screen and roll. or take it to the hoop yourself, and the foul. Third on Tyree.
Two very athletic plays by Allen Michael Thompson. Back-to-back possessions, the N1 before on the dunk, and then that one attacking the rim and drawing another N1 opportunity.
So he'll go for 100 here, try and get the triple digits on the scoreboard with 7:41 remaining. Here at the home of the Division III State Boys Basketball Champion LCC Thunderbirds. Crestview the winners in D4. Good job by Tyree to break some pressure and give. Austin now. Petaway. Can't get it to go. Austin another rebound. He's got to be around double digits for that. That won't fall. Rips it down and then is fouled. And volunteering for the foul is number 13, Shakir Johnson. That would just be his third.
Fifth team foul for PD.
Sydney Moeller, the great LCC runner and volleyball standout and basketball guard across the way. Getting ready for her track season. Second opportunity coming here for Austin. And he gets it to go, so Bryant's having a nice night. 16 points.
Still 7:15 to play. 68 points for the Express is low on the season. They did have a game earlier this year as
a move there.
Cameron Butler finishes again for 2 with 159 points, the opener.
They scored 159.
The Lima Express did in their
Wow.
season opener. A
Look
big
at the
rejection
block
there.
party. Johnson has 4 or 5 of them. And here comes some subs. Number 2 is Annette Hollis. Number 5 is not on my roster. Number 7, that's James Helton.
5 is Tim Ware.
Oh, yes, he is. There he is. And a substitution is Johnny Elliott is back in. And we see for the first time Cody Henson from UNOH. And how about Brian Austin? 18 points for Austin. So Henson and Austin back in there. A couple UNOH alums. Henson the block. Johnny Elliott. What a lay-in.
Nice finish by Elliott. Good block on the end. Other end by Henson.
Racer contingent. 3 points for Johnny now, his first field goal.
It's a 30-point Viper lead.
So it's Elliott and Austin, Henson, Petaway, and also Tyree as that's off the mark. Austin's got a double-double for tonight once again. See if he goes for the 3 ball. Rebound comes to Helton. That long stride. And the slam.
Splitting the 2 defenders, and both teams putting on a little of a show here in the 4th.
Yeah, this is what the fans came to see with 5:46 to play. 21 points now for Helton, just a couple off his average of 23. Under 6 left here. Nice rebound, Tyree, and the foul. He'll get 2 shots.
It's the 4th game for the Vipers against a team from the Midwest Division. They were 1-2 in their first 3 contests outside of their division. First free throw.
That will fall. So 8 points now for Antonio Tyree. The lefty that went to OSU Lima. He knew he missed. Henson will be called for a foul, I think.
Over the back,
yeah,
correct?
on the rebound. It's the 4th team foul on the Express. 5.5 minutes left now. And almost a takeaway by Austin there. 9 to shoot, and they will get one off. Rebound by Austin again.
He could be closing in on 20 rebounds.
He's up there, yeah. We need Ryan Shadowald here to
We need a statistician.
Going to be a foul on the floor. Tim Ware's third. He has 12 points. It is the 6th team foul, which means free throws for the Express. Petaway to the stripe. It's off the mark. 18 points for Austin. Petaway has 5. That will be good. 6 points now for number 50.
Petaway splits a pair, 74% free throw shooter on the season.
2 more chances to watch the Express. Once on Sunday at 3, and then once again the following Sunday at 3 p.m. here at Monsignor Hurd Gymnasium. That is off the mark. Petaway gets the rebound. Austin will look to push. And what do we have? I like the way the official gave a left jab and a right hook to demonstrate that foul.
And now a technical foul.
Really?
They did. They teed up. Looks like
Henson?
Henson. He is still upset with the call. And Helton to the line will shoot the technical, but the call was an offensive foul. And you got the elbow gesture from the referee, and Henson must have said something the referee didn't agree with. And he got teed up.
So there's the technical foul shot. It's 22 points now for James Helton. I wonder how the PD Vipers stole him away from his former team. The Rochester Razorbacks, who are 16-1 without him, made the final game last year in the PBL.
That's the team that the Vipers are trailing in that East Division.
Almost a steal there. Good effort by Tyree. And that will fall. So good range. They're shooting a high percentage. This is this Larry Brown coach team. Petaway the rebound, and he will score. 8 points now for him.
Now Michael Thompson falls down. Here comes Lima the other way.
Johnny Elliott hand off to Petaway. He's trying to get in some rhythm, but the rebound goes to the Vipers and Tim Ware. Nice step through and the finish.
Now Michael Thompson up to 17 points.
Good aggressive move there, under 4 to play. Here's Elliott across the midcourt stripe. Petaway now. Austin splits the defenders. Tough shot. Can't get it to go, and a good rebound by Ware. What are we going to see now?
One hand
just
stuff.
a tomahawk. Come on. I was open for a little more.
Could have gone off the backboard to himself.
Yeah, you know. Maybe he's worrying about his average. 24 now. Nice give and go. Scoop by Austin, no good. There's more numbers. Behind the back. And a finish. Give that one to Tim Ware.
And as we close in on 3 minutes to play, PD keeping with that pace and running the floor when they have the chance. It's 113-76, Vipers on top. Loose ball on the floor. Now a 3. That's good. Foot was on the line, so they'll call it a 2 for Henson, but 113-76. Vipers lead, 2:38 to play.
PD Vipers, 2:36 to go, and they will head home with a victory, 113-78, and very impressive on all forms. Taken away, here comes Antonio Tyree with the left-handed slam, and the home faithful excited for that one.
Tyree into double figures now at 10.
Trapping along the baseline, nice move. Left-handed shot will go. Give that to Arnett Hollis, who's had some good minutes. Back the other way, Johnny Elliott. He has 5. Almost a strip by Elliott. Double team. Nice job by Henson getting the deflection, and it will stay with the Vipers, 11 to shoot. $1:46 left here in our fourth. Inbound for the Vipers to see if they trigger it quickly, or the shot clock still hasn't started, so they'll have some time. Foul is called. So going to the free throw line. They haven't been there a whole lot here in this second half, but Arnett Hollis will get a chance with his 10 points. Number of double figures guys leading the way. James Helton for the visitors with 24. Top man for the homestanding Lima Express, Brian Austin. He has 18. 10 for Tyree. And I think Willie Tisdale exited the game with 12, if I'm remembering correctly. Hollis is a 75% free throw shooter as he gets that one to go. So we've got Elliott, Henson, Petaway, Tyree, and Austin on the floor right now. Petaway, the strong move. Defiance College grad is up to 10 points.
Now, the Express looking like they were going to show a little full court pressure. It's broken quickly.
Stephen Yamoa.
That one rattles home.
Good try. Elliott. Tough shot. He slipped, but they call a foul against the Vipers. So Johnny's going to get a couple opportunities from the line with 1:18 to play here in the contest.
6-team foul for PD. And Elliott to the line. Elliott, a 94% free throw shooter on the season. He split a pair earlier. First one rattles home.
Couple dribbles for Elliott, and he will put it up and just be off the mark. Here comes PD. Interesting try. And Austin with his 18 points will try and get to an even 20. Nice tip by Tyree, who's had a good fourth quarter, up to a dozen. Back come the Vipers. Step back, and now he will back out.
Might as well use a little clock here.
Good drive, tough left hand, won't go, but the foul. And so getting a chance from the stripe will be Arnett Hollis once again.
That's a 6-team foul against the Express. It goes against Austin. Just his second personal.
Be good to get outside here for Spring Sports Central coming up. All kinds of baseball, softball, track and field, and tennis highlights each night on the Sports Report Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Of course, you can go to WOSN.TV for all your highlights, scores, and schedules. As we are a nonprofit 501(c) organization that is viewer supported, your tax-deductible donation helps us keep covering all the local sports that you enjoy. Thank you for your support. Cross-court pass. Austin scooping to the hoop, and he gets it to go. 20 points for Brian Austin.
A nice move there, switching hands, finishing with the left.
And we'll see if PD, they'll have to take a shot. 10-second differential between the clock and shot clock. Nice skip pass here. They'll go inside. And jump ball is called, so with 15 seconds left, we will get the jump ball.
Yeah, nice defense there by the Express. Get the held ball. 3 guys underneath, not allowing any easy buckets despite being down 30 here with 15 seconds left.
So going up against Antonio Tyree will be James Helton. Nice tip. And Ware gives, and there's another foul with 12 seconds on the clock.
Yamoa to the line. Yamoa has not attempted a free throw yet this season, so we are witnessing his first.
And that will rim out. So moving to 11-5 on the season will be the PD Vipers. And they will stay 4.5 games behind Rochester. Express will fall to 5-10 as the final 12 seconds will tick off. See what Brian Austin has in mind for his Express. Elliott, and he's out of bounds. So it'll go the other way.
So it'll be the 5th straight loss for the Express. Injuries obviously playing a part in that.
Yeah, it's hard when some of your guys go down for the season, and that's what's happened, but good effort nonetheless by the Lima Express. 20 points by Brian Austin to wrap things up. For Matt Finkel, for Kyle, Lucas, and Aaron, my name's Andy Lynch as the PD Vipers come to Lima and get a 120-89 win in Premier Basketball League action here on WOSN.